I think you can hear me.
We can hear you fine, Rupali. That's great. Yeah.
Okay. So, as Dr. Nalin mentioned, so this is MHZ 2250 Elementary Mathematics for Computing. And this course is offered by the Department of Mathematics and Philosophy of Engineering. And currently, I am Uppuli Pereira, so I am the academic coordinator for this course. And Miss Isuri Subasinghe is our course coordinator for this course. So we'll look at what is this elementary mathematics for computing course. So first of all, here its course code is MHZ2250. Okay, here this MH, it represents the Department of Mathematics and Philosophy of Engineering. Then this letter Z, it says about the category. So this is a mathematics course. So then the next digit, that is 2. So this is a level 2 course. So it represents the level. The next digit is it shows the credit allocation of this course. So this is a 2 credit course. 2 credit course. Now, when I describe further, you will understand. So this requires about 100 hours of learning. And the next 2 digits, that is 5 and 0, that is the serial number. So as Dr. Nalin mentioned, this is introduced to the students who did not pass advanced level combined mathematics. This course is compulsory only for those students who haven't passed advanced level combined mathematics. So this is called the bridging course because it bridges the knowledge that you have with the knowledge requirement for your Bachelor of Software Engineering degree. So the aim of this course is to provide the necessary background in mathematics and statistics to successfully pursue higher studies in the field of software engineering. That is the aim of this course. So, course learning outcomes are demonstrate the foundational knowledge in mathematics and statistics needed to succeed in high-level computing studies, and to utilize the basic mathematical and statistical concepts in problem solving. These are the 2 learning outcomes. And when I move on to the prerequisites, so Mr. Nandasena also mentioned about the prerequisites of the other courses. So this course becomes prerequisite for this MHZ 3356 Mathematics for Computing 1, which is offered in the second semester. So here when you are registering for this MHZ 3356 Mathematics for Computing 1, you have to also register for this MHZ 2250. That is called concurrent registration. So, this MHZ 2250 is offered in the first semester. So, at the registration, you have to register for both courses, MHZ 2250 and MHZ 3356. Okay. So, that is this registering for MHZ 2250 is required only for the students who haven't passed advanced level mathematics. Okay, that is important. And Again, this elementary mathematics for computing, it becomes a prerequisite for MHZ 4359, Mathematics for Computing 2, which is offered in semester 3, that is in the second year. So for that, you have to pass this MHZ 2250, Elementary Mathematics for Computing. You have to pass, and there's another prerequisite, that is you have to pass this MHZ 2250 and you have to get eligible in MHZ 3356. So that is how this elementary mathematics for computing course become a prerequisite for these two courses. And when I go to the activities of this course, we have an introductory workshop and interactive learning sessions. In this course, we have 6 interactive learning sessions and 1 discussion class. And there are some assessment activities, online quizzes. We have 10 online quizzes and 1 online tutor marked assessment and 1 continuous assessment test and final examination. Now, for this course, we are providing some resources for you. So we provide the course material in printed format. So it has 5 units. I'm not going to give details about this content of the unit. So unit 1 has 2 sessions. They are basically chapters. Unit 2 have 4 sessions. Unit 3 has 3 sessions and Unit 4 has again 2 sessions and Unit 5 has 2 sessions. These are included in your course material, which is in printed form. And in addition to that, we give videos. And there are some self-assessment activities and practice quizzes. And from these interactive learning sessions, we are providing the recorded recordings of these interactive learning sessions if they are conducted online, and we provide the presentation slides and these tutor marked assignments. And here, an important thing is that in the Open University, you have to engage in self-learning. So therefore, you have to read your course material and refer the recommended reading materials provided, and sometimes the presentation slides, and there are some video lectures maybe. So you have to follow them and you have to engage in self-assessment activities. So in schools, you may not used to this type of learning, but you have to gradually practice this self-learning. So you have to engage in learning by yourself. So we always recommend you to read the course material and come prepared before the interactive learning sessions. Although these interactive learning sessions are not compulsory, so we always recommend you to participate in them because you can clarify your doubts from the lecture. And you can do the, for this course, we have some practice quizzes in the LMS. So you can do these practice quizzes and clarify your, confirm your understanding about the subject matter. And if I go to the learner management system, so now at the moment you may not at the moment you may not have given the access, but after registration you will be given the access to these the access to the courses you have registered. So then after that we communicate with you through the LMS. So can you see the screen, the LMS?
Yes, Supali.
So this is the course for previous year. The new course is not yet ready. So you can see this is elementary mathematics for computing. And here the course communication. Here we post announcements. So you have to regularly check your announcements, and we provide the day interactive learning sessions links. And all the details about the course is given in the LMS also: aim, learning outcomes, course content, the assessment criteria. Those things are given in the LMS. And here there are practice quizzes. You can go and do them. These practice quizzes are given for you to practice, and there are other day school quizzes for which we are giving marks. These are the quizzes on day schools. For this, under this, there are some quizzes. So these quizzes are given at a certain time that is allocated. So these quizzes are marked, and these will be given marks. And we have TMA, that is tutor marked assignment. So that is also an online assessment. So it is also given through the LMS. And past papers are also given in this LMS. All the resources are given through the LMS, and we always use this LMS to communicate important messages to you. So we put announcements, so you have to regularly check the announcements. Then I will move on to the assessment criteria. So earlier, I explained that there are some activities. For some activities, we are giving marks. One is that tutor marked assessment, that is TMA. We have one tutor marked assessment for this course. So this is an online quiz in the LMS. And the next one is continuous assessment test, CAT. We have one continuous assessment test for this course, and for this continuous assessment test, you have to come to the regional center or a study center of the Open University. Normally, this is about 75 minutes. So you will get more information about this when you start with the course. And again, we have 10 online quizzes. So here, previously these online quizzes are conducted during the interactive learning sessions, but now we will allocate the time. Then you will be informed about that. Then you can do the online quizzes on that time. Then final examination. So although you have registered for the course and although you completed these TMA, CAT and online quizzes, you will not getting a chance to sit for the final examination. That is because we are calculating overall continuous assessment mark based on the marks that is obtained for each of these components. This is called the OCAM, overall continuous assessment mark. We calculate this one based on the mark you obtain for these individual components. So this overall continuous assessment mark, or we call it the eligible mark, for this course is calculated according to this formula. Now, we have 10 online quizzes, but we do not take all the marks of all the quizzes for this calculation. Okay, now here we have 10. For example, we have now here, it is shown 10 marks obtained for 10 quizzes, but we do not take all marks for all the quizzes. Here, we select the 6 quizzes with the highest marks. Here you can see 6 quizzes with the highest mark. Here 6 quizzes with the highest mark and get the average. And from that we take 40%. 0.4 represent the 40%. And then we add 30% of the marks from TMA. And again add 30% from the continuous assessment test mark. Then finally we can get the OCAM mark for this course. Okay. Here you can try to calculate this and see later whether this is correct. Then if this OCAM mark, what is calculated, is greater than or equal to 40, you will be eligible to sit for the final examination. So, for this course, final written examination is a 2-hour examination. And for the final examination also, you have to come to either for study center or regional center of the Open University. So, for this course, it is a 2-hour examination. And the overall mark, it is calculated for the course. So it's the average of your final examination mark and the OCAM mark. So it should be greater than or equal to 40 to pass the pass the course, pass the examination. If it is less than 40, you will not pass the examination. That is, if you get less than 40% in the final examination, according to this formula, you will not get a pass grade for the course. And when we look at the previous year's performance, this course was initially offered in 2023 to 2024 academic year, and according to the results, 80% of the active students were eligible to sit for the final examination. And in 2024, that is previous academic year, 2024 to 2025, 90%, about 90% of the students were eligible to sit for the final examination from the active student. And so from these results, and actually Dr. Nalin has conducted some analysis, so we can observe that the students who pass this course are able to perform well in the other courses in the BSc engineering degree program. Okay, so that is how this course has contributed to the student engagement in the BSc engineering degree program. And when we look at the performance, the reasons for not being eligible are basically the students are not participating in the activities of the course. They are not participating and they are not following the course. That is the main reason for not being eligible. So with that, this is how the time is allocated for the activity. So it is around 95.75 hours, so closer to 100. And with that, I will stop my presentation, and if you have any questions to answer, you can ask now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pereira. Actually, there is one question which I will answer. It's a very good question. This is a student. Can I come to class even if I've already passed? So this is a student who has passed the A levels, but as you know, especially after 2 or 3 years after doing the A levels, sometimes you worry that you can't remember anything. So no, you can't go to that class if you have passed, because you can't register for that class, and then if you don't register and pay officially at the university, you cannot go to a class or you cannot go to that LMS. But what we will do is, and I'm going to start that in March, for all students of all levels, we will point you to some free resources where you can practice your mathematics at different levels. And there will be some resources that are covering also the A-level mathematics, so that you can brush it up and keep and be ready for the second semester course when you start. So we will do that. You can't I mean, in some other universities, you can pay to audit the course where you just go and listen to the lectures. We don't have that facility in our university yet. So that's something we must think about. But we will give you resources that you can learn by yourself. The A-level material, there are some very good resources on the internet, which we will point you to in March and April before the academic year begins. Right. Thank you. Now,